welcome. This is lecture number 41 of part 1 or concluding class of part 1. And remember, I am going to solve a master question. For that matter, master question means full part 1, almost all the concept will be covered here. And confusion of resultant and replacement also will be briefly told here. I will tell it later. First, see question. See, question. Number I am not writing. There are two questions are here. See, this is a figure. And see. For force system shown in figure. I write shown in figure. Figure number is not there. This is your figure. It's a figure given in the question. Okay, now question is for the force system shown in figure, not this one. This is after resolution. Don't come here. This is the question given. For the force system given in figure, two questions are there. One, replace the given force system, complete force system, by a single force. Some will tell, sir, you told earlier resultant and then you told single force and couple. What is this only single force? Wait for some time. Okay. By a single force, a dark line. By a single force is question number 1. Two independent questions. Second question, replace the given force system by a single force and couple at A and C. A and C. Okay, this is a question. Okay, now what you do is note. I write start here. Solution from here. I write solution here. Solution. Question will be explained little later. I'll tell you why. Some reason is there. I want the board to be cleaned, or I want more space. So question will be explained little later. First, usual. What is usual? There are two inclined forces are here. One at C, one at B. Okay. Resolution of inclined forces. This you should carry out. A time has come where if I tell even a little about that one, it will be insulting those who are hardworking. They will tell, sir, you are wasting time. Something so much covered earlier, we are familiar, we can do ourselves. Okay, do it then. See, 300 has got 4 and 3. It will come 180 and 240, resolution. 250, 3 and 4, ulta. See, 4 vertical, 3 horizontal. Here 3 vertical, 4 horizontal. It will come 200 and 150. This you have to try. Okay, now, one small information for you. This question I set so that there is no decimal error. It is in my hand. What I can do is, I can see that decimals will not come in the final answer, or see 1.5 can come. 1.5678414, that way number will not come. I know how to arrange it. So don't expect always round number to come. See here, I noted the answer there. 300 is one answer, and then 300 with 144 second answer, 300 with 756 is one more answer. I noted, I solved already because by time saving. So I know you cannot see it. Somewhere corner I noted only answer. Nothing else I wrote there. I stood here in front of this sketch and calculated and entered there. And during the problem also I'll check once again. Okay, now. So do not expect always round number. I have set round number so that I will tell answer has to come this much, it will come that much. Otherwise also, see, if I tell answer has to come 200.95, 958. Suppose come 953, 954, 956 all. It's okay because of decimal approximation. But this question, master question, I want question to be my control. I took the question to my control. Okay, now, next see what to do. Write a note here. Resolution over, right here. Then, without bothering about the question, I will explain later. Draw one more sketch neatly. See, 1.8 meter, 1.8 meter, 2.4 meter, 70 Newton at D this side. 300 at C is replaced by, see, 240 and 180. I replaced here. And B, 250 inclined at B replaced by 200 and 150, I entered here. There's one more force of 190. Some will ask, why 190 and 70? Adjustments. That is the adjustment I made, so that I want, see, when you take root of sigma fx square, sigma fy square, if I randomly set a question, decimals will come. I avoided it. It is in my hand. But you take this as usual question over. This is a force system, see. Then this point, okay, I will call it as E. Some name is not given, I will call E. Now, see, 400 and 100. Maybe there is inclined force here, but they resolved it. There is an inclined force here. They resolved it. So what? If they resolved it, why should you bother? Over. Then 170 up here, 190 left here. Okay. Now question is fully clear. Now I can do one thing. I can remove all this and I will explain the two questions. For that, I need some time because I want complete clean board. I will first remove it. Do not see all these things. I told I will explain. Okay. Now, solution for 1. Those who are serious, everything you are right. Now, 1 minute now, I will tell you something. The statements I am going to give now, some statements are there which are very important. Here I will dictate. You should listen carefully and write. But as I told earlier, in the notes it will be very systematically with a full lengthy explanation it will be given. Now, here I am explaining so that people who are depending only on the class, they should be able to write. See, my intention is not that people who buy the notes from me, I don't use the word buy, who take the notes from me should understand more. No, everybody should understand. But they got added advantage. Why? Because they are going for the notes, which actually support my channel. Now, start. Right here, solution for 1. That is, see question here. Replace the given force system by a single force. Okay, now I'll dictate. What is this? See, they should never give a point. See, second one is replace the given force system by a single force and couple one set A, one set C. Two questions are there. They mentioned either A or C. They can give any point. Some point should be given. But here, nothing given by a single force. I will ask the question in the class. Tell what it means. All this class what I told, think. They will start thinking. Sir, you told find resultant completely. Okay, understood. Then you told replacement at a given point. Force and couple. Okay. But that is by a single force and couple. But only single force. Oh, sir, couple is not required. No. Couple is not required. No, wrong. By a single force means actually resultant only. See, basic definition. Resultant force for a given force system is a single force which has the same effect on the body as that of the given force system. Therefore, finding the replacing means what? Complete force system they are removing and applying the single force. See, once you find resultant, what you can do? You can remove the entire force system and mark only resultant. See, that is actually replacement only. Therefore, this is something else. Replace the given force system by a single force means they should never give a point. If they give a point, the person does not know anything about the subject. He is zero in the subject. I will tell that way. If someone tells by a single force at C or A means he does not know the subject. That's all I can comment. Common sense is not there. Structural knowledge is not there. Randomly setting the question. So, very sorry for those if anybody told that way. See, I always tell the truth. Therefore, replace the given force system by a single force means actually finding, right? Actually finding resultant only. Now, that means if you have to find resultant completely. Oh, the word completely comes. Therefore, write we have to find the magnitude 1. You should write here. You should write. You have to find the magnitude, comma, direction, and also locate line of action of resultant. Now, you write that much. Or see, therefore, after all the statement you write, therefore question 1 is finally turned out to be question of what? Finding resultant force completely. We have to locate the point. See, line of action to be located. They can't give a point. Over. Now write a note here. Oh, this we are well versed. Very thoroughly it is covered in the class, earlier classes. You should study all the classes and come here. I told, even for those who take the notes, I will tell them, do not see only notes. Take a big, see, you prepare some big books, 300 or 400 pages books. As I give the notes, time will be there, because I only after covering in the class I give it. So next will come after I cover more. So enough time is there. Sacrifice your unnecessary activities, your entertainment activities. If you want to learn the subject and master it, you write everything, whatever comes given in the notes, in your handwriting, you write in your book. Then throw the notes outside. Some will tell, sir, we can't throw it outside. It's not a good word to tell. Sometimes I tell in the class, my notes, whatever I give, you throw it outside. Someone told, sir, sorry, sir. It is actually throwing outside is a very bad word or disrespect for me. So we cannot do it. They told, we cannot do it, sir. We preserve it. At least as a memory, we will preserve it. Okay, done. Therefore, even so many people long back, more than 30 years, they still tell me, sir, what all notes you have given, we still preserve it. We have no time to see it. But once in a while we see it. Oh, this is the notes. At that time, we learn the subject. Okay, start. Now, I will not explain much because this is same old story. Finding resultant completely. Magnitude, already I am telling now only 4 or 5 times. Magnitude, direction, and line of action. Start. Waves means, right, algebraic sum of components in x direction, right side positive, minus 70, minus 180, minus 200, minus 190, all are minus, huh? Minus, correct, are you? Let me check it. And lastly, plus 400. Let me check it. I got doubt. Any by chance mistake? Minus 70, minus 180, minus 200, minus 190, plus 400. Oh, calculator is not on. What is this one? Minus 70, minus 180, minus 190, minus 200, plus 400 is, yes, minus 600. Minus 70, minus 180, minus 190, minus 200, plus 400. Minus 240. Ah, yes, correct. Minus 240. See, we took right side, negative came, so fx is left side, over. Sigma fy, you will take upward positive. Minus 240 plus 150, Newton is partially gone there because my hand touched it. Plus 150 plus 170 plus 100. I think it is correct. I don't have to check it. No need of checking because I check the moment also. When I check the moment, if answer is tallying, it has to tally. Plus 180, correct. Therefore, sigma fy equal to 180 Newton upward. Okay, now remember, the question is once again finding resultant completely. First magnitude r, direction alpha, location that x point. Start. That x, first of all I should not tell this, but this question I wrote everything. Let r be magnitude of the resultant force. Let alpha x be angle made by resultant with xx as shown. Let x be any point which lies in line of action of resultant. Remember, you can locate the point x on any line, either AB or BC or CD or AD or any line because resultant inclined. If you remember long back, one question solved with the 8 different options. Remember, locate resultant on AB line with respect to A, on AB line with respect to B, on AD line with respect to A, on AD line with respect to D, on DC line with respect to D, on DC line with respect to C, on BC line with respect to B, on CB line with respect to C. Everywhere finally the resultant came same. Finally, whatever you do, I told someone will tell, this way you go to railway station. Somebody that side will tell, you go this way to railway station this much. Somebody that side, he will tell, go this way by this much distance. Somebody this side will tell, this way. Or somebody inclined, he will tell, you go this way by this distance and this way by this distance, railway station. Whoever will explain how to go to railway station will be there only, same way. Irrespective of with respect to which point or with respect to which line you are locating, resultant has unique line of action. Nobody in the world can change. This all I told earlier. Okay, over. Start. Sigma fx left side, sigma fy up, resultant r, angle alpha x is any point. These all you know it. Sigma fx square, sigma y square, 300 Newton, tan inverse of sigma fy by fx. This earlier all I used to tell 3-4 times. Angle measured with x means tan is opposite y by x. Now I will not tell. 36.87 degrees. Now to locate line of action of resultant, that is to locate the point x. See, there are infinite number of points x here. What we will do is simple. Let us locate line of action of resultant with respect to A on AB line. This is the most popular. Usually people what they do is they locate with respect to base line here with respect to left hand. Okay. See. Let line of action of resultant cut AB line at a point x. See here, at a point x, at x from A as shown. Now make a note. We are considering, see, this is a AB line. This is a AB line. Other points not required. From here, you go mark somewhere here, x point. Their resultant is this way. Answer is not required, it's here. But why I replaced component? Because little later we are taking moment about A. When you take moment about A, it is better to have component. So even though resultant is 300, when you put the sketch, you mark resultant. But for calculation, use component. This I told earlier. From AX, again make a note. We considering point x on AB line at x from A to right side. Over. Now, next you have to get the x. See, I write here now. This I can replace now. Little space required for me. 1 minute. Question 1 over. Sigma. This is required for me. This is required for second solution. I can't waste time. Okay. What I can do is where I can use it. Okay, let R be RC. I can use some space now. See what I am doing. See correctly now. What I write, concentrate. I am removing which are unwanted for me. See, this adjustment I have to make, and then this also unwanted for me right now. This is required for me. This is required for me for some reason. Therefore, now I will use this space to continue the question. See, I will use this space. I hope it is sufficient. This space and this space. Do not see anything else outside. I will use this space. Let me see first. That's all. Now I write everything here. Sufficient for me. But I should see any camera problem is there. But I'll check that one. I think no camera problem, I think. Still I'll check it once. Yes, both the blocks are crystal clear, visible. Okay, now see. Do not see anything. See, this all I want for second round. Do not see, this all over. No. To locate x. Locate x. Apply Varignon's theorem. Varignon's theorem. Okay. Right here. Algebraic sum of moments of the given force system about, now you have to take moment about A. Why? because you are referring with respect to A, about A equal to moment of the resultant about A. About A. This I told 1,000 times earlier. So, and we will take clockwise positive and moments will be in Newton meter. Okay, start. Left hand side. Algebraic sum of moments of the given force system about A. That is sigma m. What is that one? This is nothing but your sigma ma equal to, see here. Let's start from here. From here, 170 into 0. Not required. 170 into 0. Okay, go there. 150 into 1.8 anti-clockwise minus 150 into 1.8. 200 into 0. Why waste time? 200 into 0. Minus anti-clockwise 180 into 2.4. 240 into 1.8 is clockwise, therefore plus. If you do not know how to take moment, I think you better not continue my class. 1.8 minus anti-clockwise 70 into 2.4 minus 70 into 2.4 and then minus 190 into 0.9. 0.9. Then 400 into, from A, see, 400 into this distance. This is 2.4 meter. This is 1.05. This will be 1.35 meter. 400 into 1.35 plus because why? Clockwise. 400 into 1.35 clockwise and then 100 into 0.75 anti-clockwise minus 100 into 0.75 anti-clockwise. All over? It's all over. I'll check the answer. Equal to moment of resultant about this point is, see here, resultant not required now. Use the components. Sigma Fy into X. Sigma, or I'll write black color only, equal to sigma Fy into X. Sigma Fy equal to how much? Sigma Fy equal to 180. 180. But remember, sigma Fy into X is anti-clockwise, very important, minus sigma Fx into 0, not required, unwanted, into 0, over. Therefore, solving, see, the left hand side will come, I will calculate what is left hand side. I want it for some reason. See, this left hand side is algebraic sum of moments of the given force system about A. Why I am telling the answer is second question you require it. For second question. Therefore, I will calculate now. Later, I will tell you only do it. Minus 150 into 1.8 minus 70 into 2.4. 2.4. 170 into 0 minus 150 into 1.8, that is 0, minus 180 into 2.4 plus 240 into 1.8 minus 70 into 2.4 minus 190 into 0.9 plus 400 into 1.35 minus 100 into 0.75. It came minus 144. How much I got that? Yes, correct. Correct. It came minus 144. Correct. I got the same answer there. So remember, later I will tell now only. When I solve the second question, I want algebraic sum of moment about the point A. Same I will write. I will not explain at that time. Okay, 144. So minus 144. See, this minus is cancelled. Your x will come positive. Be very careful. Therefore, your x will come plus. Y means mathematics. How much it is? 144 minus divided by minus 180. 0.8 meter. Correct? Huh? 144 divided by 180. 0.8 meter. Correct. It will come 0.8 meter. 0.8 meter is x. Now make a note. I will not explain. We considered the point x to right of A by x, small x. X came plus, yes, therefore it is really to right side. Suppose you get negative, then you have to come left side. But A to B is 1.8 meter. But therefore, we got 0.8, it lies within B. It is actually correct. It is somewhere this side only. Now, make a note. Suppose you get 1.9 meter. Then your point X will lie somewhere here. From A 1.9, this is 1.8. In the same line, you go further by 0.1 meter. This all I explained earlier. Now, first of all, someone will tell, live, if it is an offline class here, some will tell, sir, these are all already over, sir. But over, correct, you understood. There are so many people are there. They should understand. My purpose is not to give knowledge to only those who easily understand. My purpose is to give knowledge who are interested. And if they got difficulty, I am there to rectify their mistake and clarify the doubt. Okay, x 0.8. So the resultant will be, now I will do one thing now. I will show the resultant now completely. Okay, see. Now complete system, where should I show? This space is not required. Okay, thank God, this space not required. Now this also not required. I will remove it now. This also not required. This also not required. Oh, this space is wasted. Not wasted actually. Okay. Now I will do one thing now. Somewhere here I will write the answer. So that there is a reason for it. There is a reason for writing the answer which I am not removing. I will tell you a little later why I want the answer to be written now and preserve it. I want to preserve it. I write here, this corner. Therefore, see, resultant for, resultant, no resultant, as per the question. Therefore, given force system, what they told in the question, system can be replaced by a single force as shown, or you write, oh, not oh, right here, actually resultant force only, actually resultant only, language problem, okay. Space problem, A, B, see, somewhere here. Newton, that is the resultant. This angle is, I write the angle somewhere outside because distance here mark. And this point from here to here is 0.8 meter. And angle, I can do one thing. I will mark the angle here. See, anywhere you can mark the angle. 36.87 degrees. This is the answer for question 1. This is the answer for question 1. Sub question 1, right? Sub question 1, round 1. Okay, round 1. Or you can, that is on this question. Okay, now I will go for second question. See, what is that one? This I will remove now. Now I remove the board, I will remove unwanted and go for second solution. 1 minute. Now, solution for question 2. To replace the given force system by a single force and couple at A and C. See, replacing a given force system by a single force and couple is not resultant. If the entire force system is transferred to A, what is the effect at A? It is not resultant is here, see. Resultant, they cannot give the point. Why? Point you have to locate. So, now, class. This also, see, two separate questions. One set A, one set B. Class. This is already over earlier. But remember, I told you, when you want to replace the given force system by a single force and couple, that single force is nothing but resultant force with the magnitude and direction. That's all. That's all. Line of action not to be located. Wrong. Line of action is passing through some unknown point. So then, replacement of given force system by a single force at any single force and couple means two parts are there. First part, find the resultant force. Never bother where it is acting. Shift it to A. Shift it to A. A means once here A, later B. Okay. Where required point. Then there will be also a couple there. How to find the couple? This also I told you. That couple, equivalent couple at that point will be algebraic sum of moments of the given force system about that point where you want that couple. Therefore, finally, this question becomes, you write here, finally the question becomes finding magnitude and direction of resultant force, no line of action, only R and alpha, only R and alpha, and also finding that couple. Okay, start. Sigma fx, same as last time, I wrote it. Sigma fy, same as last time. I rubbed it, wrote once again. Let R be magnitude, alpha. See, the point x I have not marked here. See there? Last time I took a x point. Because why? Last time line of action was there. Okay, now, this you already know it. I don't want to waste time. Root of sum of the square, you know the answer. Alpha, you know how to get the answer. Okay, class. We got the single force. Right here, we got single force. Now, along with that single force, we want a couple. That couple is nothing but algebraic sum of moments of the given force system about which point you want now. We are right now doing at which point? Where I wrote it? Where I wrote it? Not written. Right now, not written. So now do one thing. Okay. R over. Now to replace the, see, I somewhere where I wrote irrespective of, see, irrespective of whether you replace at A or B, resultant R and alpha will be same. Therefore, this you don't have to repeat. Whether you want to replace at A or C, resultant force remains same. So now to replace, now replacement of given force system by single force and couple at A, right here, single force already over. How much? 300 Newton at 36.87 degrees is a single force. Now couple, find moment about A. Start. Minus 70 into 2.4, but here 170 into 0. How have I gone? Okay. Then minus 150 into 1.8, already I explained. 200 into 0, minus 180 into 2.4, correct? Huh? Yes. Plus 240 into 1.8, minus 70 into 2.4, yes, correct. Minus 190 into 0.9, plus 400 into 1.35. I explained you last time how 1.35 came. Lastly, minus 100 into 0.75. I know the answer. It is minus 144. Minus 144. See. Therefore, see, I will write the final answer now. Therefore, where to write now? Okay, I can write here because that space is not required. See, you should know correctly which I am removing, which is not required. You should write systematically the way I explain. Okay, now I'll do one thing now. I'll write here answer. This are not required, already over. Actually, this is also already over. See, this is also already over. I can remove this also. That I am not removing for some reason. I am not removing. Therefore, I will tell now the final result for replacement. Final result for replacement. I'll write here. See, right. Therefore, replacement of given force system, one thing forgotten here, minus 144, right, that is sigma MA equal to minus came 144 Newton meter, anti-clockwise positive, negative came anti-clockwise. Okay, now replacement of given force system by a single force and couple at A is as shown in figure. Figure coming up. See, I write here. As shown in figure. A, other point is not required. See, through this point A. Through the point A, don't see that one. $300 Newton is the single force at an angle of 36.87 degrees along with an anti-clockwise couple of 144 Newton meter is the final answer for your second question, first part. Second question, replacement at A. Now, okay. What is this one? Not that. Now, replacement of given force system by a single force and couple. One more point, C. Single force already over. Now you require couple. Class. Find moment about C. This I remove now. Find moment about C. Moment about C, start from here. 180 into 0. This is not writing properly. We'll change the pen. I'll change it. Okay, I have to put the ink. I'll manage. 180 into 0. See here, moment about C. 180 into 0. 240 also into 0. 0 means plus. Okay, now I'll come this side. 70 also into 0. Y0, this is not the first class. Plus 190 into this distance. See here. 190 into clockwise, this distance. Plus 190 into, see, this is 2.4 meter. From here to here is, 190, where is the 190? This is 2.4 meter. This is 0.9 meter. About C it is 190 into this distance. How much it is? From 2.4, subtract 0.9. It is 1.5, yes, 1.5. 1.5. Check how you got 1.5. Then, moment about C. Plus 170 into 1.8. Plus 170 into 1.8. Then 150 into 0. Nobody should ask me why 0. Then what you are doing? Sleeping all these days? Plus 200 into 2.4. 2.4. Almost all over here. Minus 400 into 1.05. Plus 100 into 1.05. 400 plus 100 into this distance. That is 1.8 minus 0.75 is 1.05. 400, hurry. What is that? 400 into 1.05. That's correct. 1.0 anti-clockwise plus 100 into 1. This also 1.05. That also 1.05. Correct? Huh? Let me check it. Sometimes it happens. Two identical numbers. 400 and 1.05. Other one is 1.8 minus 0.75. Calculate not on 0.8 minus 0.75 is okay. Unfortunately, both are same. Remember, this 1.05 is this 1.05. This 1.05 is 2.4 minus 0.9. Here. This here. Other one, 100 into this 1.05 is 1.8 minus 0.75. That is how direction it is. This is anti-clockwise, that is clockwise. Let me calculate. Actually, I don't have to calculate. If I know this answer, I can get that answer directly. Also, tricks are there. Okay, you don't go for tricks. First you learn, then go for tricks. Plus 170 into 1.8 plus 200 into 2.4 minus 400 into 1.05 plus 100 into 1.05. 756 plus. I will check the answer now. Equal to plus. There is one check is there. 756 Newton meter. That is sigma m about C equal to C, correct? 756 Newton meter clockwise. Okay, now right answer. Therefore, second part I will here. Therefore, replacement. Okay, I will do one thing now. I can use it, no problem. Replacement of given force system by a single force and couple at C is as shown in figure. As shown in figure. How? Put a sketch here. This is the point C. A single force of 300 Newton makes an angle of 36.87 degrees, and a single couple plus came and a clockwise couple of 756 Newton meter. Our question is completely over. Now, those who are not interested, right now leave the class. You can still stay there. If you see a timer there, you will tell, I think still 6-7 minutes are there. No. But those who want the concept more, listen what I am telling now. I am only explaining. You should make a note. Only those who want concept stay further. Others leave the class. Do not worry. What happens finally is, if you have little difficulty to understand all, means sometimes capacity, it's called capacity. So what happens is, when something else is told, curiosity, they will stay back. Later they will tell, sir, confusing. No. In that case, don't do it. Don't go for it. A time will come, I hope a time will come when you also gain tremendous knowledge. My purpose is that. And then you will tell, yes, today I can do it. So, see now, one note for only those who are serious. I am now linking this one with these two. See, first we found resultant completely. If you remember, completely, little thing. Completely. First question. At that time, see, resultant came here. This is the resultant. Resultant R. Answer is 300. Angle is known for you. But this is distance from here is how much? This is 0.8 meter. Or 0.8 meter we got. This height is how much? This height is 2.4 meter. And this full base not required. And height 1 meter. Now you can do one thing. Now you will check. See, if it is 300 Newton here, see, to understand only I am telling, it has got a vertical component of how much? Sigma Fy of, how much answer there? I forgot the answer. Okay, there. 180 Newton and sigma Fx of 240 Newton. Just to understand. Okay, now, this is the resultant we got. First, solution for question 1. Using this one, you can get these two answers. See how? I will not write. In the notes I will write it. What you do is, complete force system is replaced by a single force here. No couple. Now do one thing. This force system, you shift to this point. Then R will come here also. Shift the force. Couple will be 180 into 0.8 anti-clockwise. Why should I calculate? It is same into 0.8 anti-clockwise. 144 Newton meter anti-clockwise. Slowly turn the head. Yes, sir. Yes. Or if you want to replace here, shift the force here. Shift the force here. Then take moment of these to about this point. It is 180 into this distance. How much it is? If it is 0.8, total is 1.8. This is 1. It is plus 180 into 1. 180 into 1. Also plus 240 into 2.4. 2.4. I am going to press equal button now. It has to come clockwise of 756. Otherwise, I won't. Why unnecessary make fun? 756. Otherwise, I will break the calculator. Yes, correct. I will break the calculator if it is not coming. It came. 756 came. That means once you find the resultant with the magnitude, direction and line of action, just shift that force to whichever point you want. Shift the force as it is. See, shift the force as it is with a couple of moment of that resultant about this point. Since it's inclined, consider moment of the components. Those who understand learn more. Those who go through this extra part, if confusion is there, if not today, one fine day you will understand, provided you continuously go through all the classes and thoroughly understand. Then only my effort will be useful. Okay. Now with this one, our part 1 is over. That is, I told, force, moment and resultant. Part 1 completely over. Of course, in the notes, there will be so many extra points and theory will be there that in the class, if I tell all those things, problem. In class, you see, I expected around 25 classes for part 1. It came 41 classes. So therefore, I should see the number of classes also. Okay, therefore, now you are going to part 2. From next class, it is part 2. Today is lecture number 41. Next class will be equilibrium. You can see title in the thumbnail, equilibrium. Okay. Part 2, lecture 1, but class number will be 42. Up to end of this engineering mechanics, class number will keep on increasing. Later, you will have part 3, lecture 1, 2, 3, etc. But the class will become 78, 79 like that. That is, you can make out how many classes are over for engineering mechanics so far. In individual part, separate number, like that is lecture number. Lecture number means for the part. Class number means for the full series. Okay. We will meet in the next class with part 2, that is equilibrium. Very, very powerful for structural engineering. You should thoroughly understand each and everything. What you have done so far is force, moment and resultant. Important, no doubt. But multiple important is next time onwards. Okay, we will meet in the next class. In between, I will upload a class regarding the notes also. Okay, thank you.